In the summer of 2024, a massive envelope arrived on Joan Laporta's desk. Paris Saint-Germain, desperate to replace Kylian Mbappé, offered a world record €250 million for a 16-year-old kid. Think about that for a second. Barcelona was drowning, over €1 billion in debt, pulling financial levers just to register free agents. They were a club that desperately needed money just to survive. Yet, Laporta looked at €250 million and he said no. Everyone thought it was romanticism. They thought Barcelona was just clinging to the ghosts of Masia because they missed Lionel Messi. But it wasn't romance, it was survival. Barcelona had left. If you remove him, the entire machine collapses. The post-Messi nightmare and the tactical villain. To understand how a historic institution handed the keys to a teenager, you have to look at the nightmare they were living in. For years after Messi left, Barcelona's attack was a blunt instrument. Under Xavi, the plan was possession for the sake of possession. Pass it sideways, pass it backward, wait for a mistake. Opposing managers figured it out. They deployed the dreaded low block. Teams like Getafe and Rayo would pack 8 men inside their own penalty box. Barcelona had wingers who wanted to run in behind, like Raphinha and Ferran Torres, but there was no space to run into. The team was suffocating. Robert Lewandowski was completely isolated, dropping deeper and deeper just to touch the ball. The system was rigid. It was predictable. The opposition didn't even have to tackle. They just had to stand still. And Barcelona would eventually cross the ball into a crowd of giants. Then came Hansi Flick. Flick is a relentless German manager. He doesn't care about the Barca DNA of passing it 90 times before taking a shot. He wants verticality. He wants to crush you in transition. He immediately implemented a terrifyingly high defensive line and demanded his forwards press like their lives depended on it. But Flick quickly realized he had a massive problem. You can't play heavy metal vertical football against a team parking the bus. You need a lockpick. You need someone who can manipulate space and time in a phone booth. He didn't find that player in the transfer market. He found him doing his high school homework in the locker room. The Lamine Yamal effect, redefining the winger. Flick didn't just put Yamal on the right wing. He completely redesigned the right side of the pitch to serve him. Traditionally, a winger's job is to stay wide, beat his man, and cross. But Flick saw that Yamal possessed a terrifying intelligence, a spatial awareness that you cannot teach. So, Flick implemented the Yamal Gravity Effect. Here is how it works. Flick instructed his right back, usually Jules Koundé, to make aggressive, overlapping runs to the corner flag. But Yamal wasn't told to stay wide. He was told to step inside, right into the right half space. This creates an impossible dilemma for the opposition's left back. If he steps inside to mark Yamal, Koundé is completely free for a cross. If the left back stays wide to cover Koundé, Yamal is left one-on-one against a centre-back. And you do not want your centre-back isolated against Lamine Yamal. But it goes deeper. Yamal doesn't play like a modern, robotic winger. When he gets the ball, he does something that terrifies defenders. He stops. He puts his foot on the ball, completely killing the momentum of the game. He waits. Older, experienced defenders try to anticipate his movement, shifting their weight for a fraction of a second. The exact millisecond they shift their weight, Yamal explodes. He uses his body positioning to freeze grown men. He doesn't need to sprint past them. He just needs half a yard to curl a devastating pass behind the defensive line. Suddenly, Lewandowski wasn't isolated anymore. Raphinha was making blindside runs and finding the ball perfectly weighted at his feet. The entire tactical shape of the team shifted to drag defenders toward Yamal, purely to free up the opposite side of the pitch. The Real Betis masterclass and the No.10 experiment. And if you thought managers had figured out how to stop the overlap, Hansi Flick threw a curveball that shattered the league. Real Betis at home, a crucial match. Betis came prepared. Their manager deployed a double team on the left flank. A winger and a fullback, holding hands, instructed to double team Yamal the second he touched the ball. It was a suffocating trap. Flick looked at the trap and he smiled. The lineups drop. Yamal isn't on the right wing. He is starting dead center, behind the striker, a free-roaming number 10. Betis panicked. Their entire week of tactical preparation was burned to ashes in the first minute. You can't double-team a player in the center of the pitch without completely vacating the midfield. 25th minute. Betis tries to press high. Yamal drops deep, pulling their defensive midfielder with him. After the match, the Betis manager just shook his head in the press conference. What do? If you mark him wide, he creates space. If you double him, he moves central and destroys you through the middle. The weight of the crown. And now, back to reality. Ansu Fati was supposed to be the chosen one. The weight of the next Messi label has crushed brilliant careers. The psychological pressure of carrying the new camp is enough to break veteran internationals. But watch Lamine Yamal when he loses the ball. He doesn't drop his head. He doesn't throw his arms up. He just sprints back, wins it, and tries again. He plays Champions League knockout matches with the exact same expression he had playing in the concrete parks of his childhood neighborhood. This doesn't mean Hansi Flick has completely solved the Barcelona puzzle. The reality of modern football is brutally unforgiving. We have all seen what playing 60 high-intensity matches a season did to players like Pedri and Xavi. The physical toll is a ticking time bomb. The biggest tactical challenge Barcelona faces in 2026 isn't figuring out how to use Lamine Yamal. It is figuring out how to survive the matches when he desperately needs to rest. Because right now, without him, the entire system looks painfully ordinary. Joan Laporta didn't reject 250 million euros out of pride. He rejected it because you cannot put a price tag on the tactical soul of your team. Barcelona didn't just find a generational talent. They found the single missing piece to a puzzle they had been trying to solve for half a decade. And when he is on the pitch, we are not just watching a talented kid. We are watching a teenager rewrite the tactical rules of European football in real time. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the tactical shifts at Barcelona and want to understand the hidden mechanics behind the beautiful game, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Sports Clips FC for more interesting videos like this. We break down the untold stories and tactical masterclasses of world football every single week. Drop a comment below and let me know who you think is the most tactically important player in Europe right now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the pitch in the next one.
But anyways, like and subscribe.
Thank you for watching.